and welcome to Superstar Sunday. My name is Ebony T. Holland, and I am known as the Superstar Teacher, and I'm so glad you joined me on this Sunday. I am here to talk about food. I am always hungry. So when I come home from work and my family is hungry, they want something really quick. And so I have the perfect meal to cook that's 30 minutes or less. So I am going to make some vegetable wraps. And in my wraps, I'm going to use my favorite tricolored peppers, my favorite baby bella mushrooms. I'm also gonna add some green peppers, black beans. What else do I have? Quinoa and some sweet potatoes. So I'll be back and I'll show you how I do. First things first, I am gonna start with my tricolor quinoa, and of course I got it from Trader Joe's. So I am just going to use 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water to 1 cup of quinoa. And I am going to stick this in the microwave for 5 minutes on high, and then I'll do it another 5 minutes. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to this so it's just not so bland, because it could be bland sometimes. A little salt and a little garlic powder. I'm sure you can hear the microwave going, but I love these colors. Eat colors. All right, so all I'm gonna do is cut up my, slice it really good, and y'all know I'm anal, so they all have to be the same size. I don't know why I'm like that. I guess a lot of teachers are like that, so this is like self-care for me to make something look this good. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. It looks so good. I love the way it looks. I am going to chop up a little bit more. I have a yellow onion because it's sweet and I like the flavor of it. So I am going to slice up some onion, and that's going to go in there as well. I'm just going to get a half of it, and I think I'm going to add some red onion to it as well. I have already used my EVOO from Trader Joe's. Actually, this is from World Market. Every time I find a cute bottle, I always buy it. All right, and my oil is getting hot in the skillet. And first, I'm going to add my portobello mushrooms, baby bella, and just a little salt to it, just so it'll have its seasoning. And so I like to layer things, and so I'm layering all of these things. And so then I'll add in my my other vegetables. All right, now that my mushrooms have simmered just a little bit, I am going to add all of my colorful vegetables in there. Look how pretty that is. And I like to just push the mushrooms to the side a little bit so they can have their own space to simmer. And just put all of it in there, all of the colors. And that's what you have, right? Put it in there, let it simmer for about, and you don't want it to get really, really mushy and soft vegetables. You still want it to have a little crunch to it. Look at that. Look, that's amazing. It looks so good. And we're just gonna let that simmer a little. This is my favorite season. I'm from New Orleans, and Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning is what I use on everything. Now, it makes me sneeze every time I use this, so if I start sneezing, I don't have COVID. It's just that this makes me sneeze. It makes my nose itch. All right, so I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on here to season it up a little bit. And with this, I usually don't use anything else but this, like onion powder, garlic powder. I don't use that because I am going to chop up my garlic and put it inside of my quinoa. So I'm just going to saute this a little bit. The quinoa is in for another 5 minutes. While that is cooking, I am going to chop up my garlic because my garlic is going to go in the quinoa when it's done. So I'm going to put cumin, salt, chopped up, minced up garlic, and lime juice. Oh my God, it is so delicious. I'm also going to put some black beans. Black beans will go in. So I'm going to turn this pot on. And look, I just have some organic black beans in a can. I'm going to pour that in there. I have this little seasoning packet that's called ham flavor. It's not real ham, it's just the flavoring. And I will flavor that with the beans. All right, here is the seasoning. It's Goya. And it is, can you see that? I don't know how people be doing that like that, but it's Goya. And it's reduced sodium because it can get high in sodium for you. You want to keep your sodium low because it can dehydrate you when you're up in the classroom teaching. You're like, oh, I had too much salt. So this is low sodium. And so I just add one little packet of this. You see the little pig on there, but it's really not pig because I don't eat pork. But this is the ham seasoning that I'm sure you will enjoy with it. I'm just going to pour that in my beans, pour it over it, and that's it. The vegetables are simmering really, really well. And so you want to see what it looks like? You can see that. Look at that. Mmm, delicious. All right, so we're going to still let that simmer. All right, so the vegetables are simmering, and guess what? The quinoa, it's hot. It's done. 5 minutes on high, and 5 minutes on low. So I am breaking up my garlic, and I'm going to get a knife, and I am going to smash it, and that makes the paper come off really easy. Look at that. Paper gone. Whole garlic right there with no paper on it. You would have to peel it. Smash it. You know where I get that from? Rachel Ray. She said, smash those garlics up. And you can use the garlic in the jar, but this garlic is way better than the one in the jar because it's more flavorful because it's fresh. I'm just going to drop that into the quinoa. I'm going to take my EVOOO and I am going to pour. Guys, I don't measure anything, so I don't know how much I poured in there. So let's say maybe that was 1/4. I have a lime. You need lime for sure. Get all that lime juice in there. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. And I'm going to put some cumin in it. And cumin is just going to take it over the top. So we can put about, let's see. I'm gonna put a half teaspoon of cumin in here. I'm gonna put some salt to my taste. Not a lot. And let's stir it up and see what it tastes like. And guess what just came out of the oven, guys? Sweet potatoes. I roasted sweet potatoes with some rosemary on top, some honey, and some sea salt on top. So that's also gonna go in the wrap. This is ready. You don't want to cook it, overcook it, because you don't want mushy vegetables. You want to try and keep as much of the vitamins in it as you can. And this is it. Our black beans are done. No, I didn't slave over these black beans and cook them in the crock pot all day long. Nope. This is the wrap that I use from Trader Joe's. It is called habanero lime flour tortillas. All you have to do is put it in the oven for a little bit to make it a little warm, and that's what I always do. And then you just start layering your stuff. My wrap is here. We're just going to layer it. I have everything right here. So the first thing I'm going to put on is my quinoa. I'm just going to spread it on there. So I have my peppers. I'm going to put that on there as well. I am going to add my black beans. And then I have my sweet potatoes. I'm going to put that on there as well. Skip and I will tear up some avocado. Put that on there. And that's it. And there you have it. Look at that. So good. 30 minutes or less. A vegetable wrap. You got all your protein there. You got beans. You got all the colors. If you have any food that has all the colors in it, it's a good meal. So there is your colors. There are your colors. There it goes. All right. And we have some quinoa in there. So I don't know what that's called. I guess quinoa is like a starch maybe. I don't know. But it's delicious and it's good for you. That's all I have for you. Thank you for joining me for Superstar Sunday. And I will see you next Sunday. I'm Ebony T. Hound, the Superstar Teacher. Mwah!